Okay, pick up the audio, There we go. Alright, here we are at part 3. I'm going to see if I can record my commentary on all 5 parts of round 15 today. Can Jacey do it? Anyway, so, you've seen me talk on and on about many of my character obsessions as they turn up in this tournament, but those of you who have been following my AMVs may have noticed there is a particular character obsession I got recently who I haven't actually been able to talk about that much because until now he hasn't appeared in any of the tournaments I've been commenting on. And he's in this round. Prepare yourselves. The fangirl is loose.
Forgive me, Great Hordak, but perhaps now is not the time.
And I always go, yeah, now is not the time. When everyone's beating each other up, Chernobog's about to be summoned, and, Xanatos is making a power play. Mock's got all the scheme together, but maybe, now is not the right time. Maybe now is when we need to settle back and watch Modern Family and drink cocoa. Idiot. You shall not be mourned. Now is so the time! Hordak has some instructions for Lady Tremaine. She used to go to the CGI realm, and hello! And some Seeker of Darkness, best Kingdom Hearts villain. She gives him a box. What's in the box? Nobody knows. Nobody's gonna open the box. We'll find out in part 3, I guess. Okay, so here we have Oberon gathering the anti-acolytes to stop the acolytes from raising Chernobog. FGA there. So here's that guy from He-Man, whose name I can never remember. We'll call him Mr. Fanservice. Yono! Myotismon.
Unless we stop him. I have gathered you all to join me on a crusade to destroy Chernobog's crystal.
The Snow Queen. My favorite, Nergal from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And Puck, who's not really happy about the situation. And yes, I am immensely entertained by the idea of Puck and Nergal just annoying the crap out of Oberon. And just that headcanon alone has kind of made the anti-acolytes one of my favorite factions. But yes, Grim Adventures I came into kind of by accident. I have seen all the episodes and specials of it now. I've seen all of it! Over the course of like 3 months. I just got randomly obsessed with it, and Nergal is the best character by far, in my humble opinion, and I just love him. He only has 9 episodes, and those are actually, I went through and I found those first and watched them, and then I went back and watched the rest of the series, which is still really good, because I love, General Scar is me. I don't have really context to explain that here. TLDR version, Nergal rocks. We are now on the Battle of Forbidden Mountain, continuing what we left off in the semifinals, where Skeletor and Maleficent are actually both realizing that Hordak's annoying. Nerissa gets her second monster transformation into Malcho from Aladdin the Animated Series. I have mixed feelings on this. For one, this is a great Nerissa transformation. It really fits her. On the other hand, I am really attached to Malcho, so whenever I look at that, that's not Nerissa, that is Malcho! And yeah, I can't get it out of my head that this is a male Latino dragon. No, it's supposed to be a stately sorceress who I don't believe had a nationality. Vaguely Anglo-German-ish? White? Despondos! Despondos! There's another joke the guys in the forum are sick of me making. Yes, Hordak tries to cast everybody into Despondos, and Maleficent's like, no, I don't want to today. You go to Despondos. You pick up a timeshare there or something. But all this battling is taking a toll on the surrounding landscape. As you can see, there's quite a giant crater. Malchorissa is dying. Hordak is also falling to his death. A lot of people are falling to their death in round 15. Maleficent makes a hasty getaway from the Forbidden Mountains because the castle is blowing up. But it takes a lot more than that to kill a Maleficent. No, she has a safe place to hide, the live-action realm. Too bad Skeletor followed her there! Yes, that's Maleficent from Once Upon a Time, and then is Skeletor from the He-Man movie that I only know about because I was looking through back episodes of Nostalgia Critic when I needed to laugh.
And I have waited so very long.
This is such a brilliant concept, though. This is the perfect resolution to this conflict. You know, when they started attacking Forbidden Mountains again, I was like, didn't we just go through this in round 14? How are you going to keep this fresh? This kept it fresh. And even with the limited footage that Maleficent has from Once Upon a Time, they did so good. Like, look at this. They're making it go as far as it possibly can, using the chandelier drop. And it's just perfection. Maleficent goes full dragon. At this point, I seriously thought she was going to die because Skeletor unsheathed a sword. And y'all know that, you know, in canon, Charming defeats her with a sword strike. See, there he was unsheathing the sword. But Maleficent gets the upper hand. Like I said, a lot of people are falling to their death in these turns. You got Cobra Commander, Hordak, Skeletor. Yeah, they're all dead. Definitely dead. Why wouldn't they be dead? And Maleficent has a new dimension to do stuff in. Now fight on Bald Mountain! None of the guys ever called this Fight on Bald Mountain, despite the fact they're using this rockin' metal remix of Night on Bald Mountain that frankly reminds me of Mach way too much. No one has ever referred to this, besides me, as Fight on Bald Mountain! And that's so what it is! The Acolytes have gathered for Chernobog to rise and destroy everything. Gee, I sure hope their fates aren't in the hands of Puck, Nergal, and a Season 4 Kim Possible villain. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's who's responsible for making sure the world doesn't get killed. Also gonna see, some Devimon versus Myotismon action. Well, not directly, because they're both non-Disney. As Women put it, you have a Digimon, we have a Digimon! The entrances are also epic here. Here's Puck! There's Mr. Fanservice, who I don't actually find that sexy. There's Nergal, who I actually really do find sexy. Seriously, go to that episode where General Star hosts the pool party and find the frames of him shirtless. You will not be disappointed. Or maybe you will. I don't know. It's just me. Non-Disney Odin finally gets up off his butt and does something, and as Winman pointed out what he does, he turns into a goofy-looking CGI monster, clumsily lumbers toward Puck, and then Puck just kind of crushes him with a cliff. This Puck is awesome. He's like, I still got room in me to take on Devimon. Oh, dang, Puck, you blew up Bald Mountain. No, just kidding. He just blew up Devimon. What a waste of time. Great last words. It's like, we went to all this trouble to resurrect Chernobog for me to get killed by a fairy. What a waste of time. I should never have hooked up with you jerks. You all suck. Dark Dragon, who again, GA has analyzed to be the most powerful Disney villain, if you just measure in magic alone. Taking on Myotismon, who's one of Kefka's personal favorites. And oddly looks a lot like the character Kefka. Goodbye, Dark Dragon! A lot of people fall into their death in this round. Nergal versus Hecate! This is actually... I have this weird headcanon I have had before round 15, that the two of them would be bitter enemies, and, like, part of it because of the, Greek versus Sumerian pantheon thing. I just find that kind of hilarious. Mr. Fanservice implodes, that destroys the, crystal monster. But yeah, I love the idea of Nergal and Hecate just not getting along ever. Closest, most bestest friend of all. And here we go. Okay, they originally intended for this to be Hecate's death, And I was having so much fun with the concept that Nergal friended Hecate to death! Meanwhile, Daolan Wong is taking on Puck and Yono. Puck is just fighting everybody. And after he had to do so much at New York, too. Of all the villains that I've ever said I found attractive, Mosenrath and Zorg and everybody, Nergal's actually the only one who could put up with my crap. Like, when I go to Walmart and smell the scented candles and I yell, "This one smells like a fruit snack, I want to eat it!" True story, that has happened in my life. Yeah, he's the only one who could deal with that, so... I would want to marry him if it weren't for the fact that his canon pairing is one of my favorite canon pairings in anything. I'm totally just missing the fact that Daolan Wong has been the acolyte to survive basically the longest, except for Odin. He just got taken out by Oberon himself, because Daolan Wong is that big of a deal. And Odin versus Snow Queen, the epic rematch. Odin decides to kill it with fire! And Snow Queen's like, "I'm screwed, I'm screwed, I'm screwed." And then something happens that doesn't really make much sense. She freezes it, and the ice doesn't melt. But okay. Odin and the Snow Queen's spears look almost identical. And the anti-acolytes band together, throwing all their powers at the crystal. Including Mr. Fanservice just running at it with a sword. I gotta learn that guy's name and remember it. And they launch the crystal into orbit! Goodbye, crystal. Still at Frollo versus Hell.
A monster.
That is the best use of that soundbite that could have ever possibly existed. Yeah, working titles for this segment were How Frollo Got His Groove Back and Frollo Does Hell. Persia, man, woo! Frollo is just like so unfazed. Like, YouTube, why do you have to hiccup again? Will you please play normally? There we go.
Into the fire, the cold, and the everlasting darkness. Into the fire.
Yeah, YouTube has been doing this weird hiccup thing to me lately. I don't know if it's been doing it to anyone else, where it will suddenly repeat a scene and then either up or lower the quality. Frollo spotting Lucifer. Hey, Lucy! This car has 6 shifts. Sorry, Game Grumps reference. Had to be done. Smite the wicked and plunge them into the fiery pit! I love how they give us so many quotables here that I just love finishing each other's sandwiches. Frozen reference. Oh, when the CGI part actually comes out in part 3, I'll be able to give you my opinion on Hans. I have basically the same opinion on Hans that I do on Ruber, so brace yourself. So, after kicking Hell's butt, Frollo finally sees the gates open. Is he free? What comes next for our wayward, not hero? We shall find out later. On to part 4.